What do you mean?
Are you driving from the city to the food desert just to get fat?
Good morrow, everybody. My name is Robin, also known as Sunny Side Up Gal, and you are my Sunny Side Up pal. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you haven't already, please consider giving me a subscribe and go ahead and like the video because me know you're gonna like the video. If you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you coming back every week. I post twice a week during the week, and then I post once a week for my members on the weekend. So if you haven't become a member,
take a look at the link below and become a member for $2 a month. Okay?
Today we're just gonna jump right into it. Listen, what are we doing today? We're doing a copium den. We love a copium den, right? Today's copium den, it's gonna be a mix of a lot of other things. I couldn't really like break down what I wanted to do it on. Definitely on glorifying obesity, but I think I'm still indoctrinated. I think I still believe that some people are just existing. But maybe if I break it down with you and like talk it out and hear it, I feel like there is a difference between glorifying obesity and like just existing. There are people who do just exist in fat bodies that are creators and that have a following. And those are people that are like, I can't name them off right away off the top of my head because
I'm bad with names.
But those are people who are doing like just fat like fashion, which cool. Everybody deserves, a good reference to follow. Fat fashion, maybe people who do like just regular, lifestyle stuff. Fat people who are moms that happen to be fat. I like those, bodies exist, different bodies exist. When I'm talking about people who are glorifying obesity, I'm talking about people who like to kind of show off show off or just like glamorize a lifestyle that they are currently living in. So being an influencer is not a normal lifestyle. If you are an influencer and you have a large following, for example, Alicia McCarville.
My fat body. We were laying on the couch watching TV and he looked up at me and said, "Auntie, do you have a baby in your big belly?" And I remember immediately feeling defensive.
I don't think she's a bad person at all. I actually follow her. I think that some of her content is really interesting and funny. I think she has a great sense of style. She has cute hair. I think that her dynamic with her husband is a little bit weird, but also I believe that they love each other. Absolutely. That said, do I believe that Alicia McCarville is purely existing in a fat body and not promoting obesity at all? Somebody can look at Alicia and be like, oh, cool, I can do that too. And there's not a problem because I don't think that she's being open. I think the problem with people or influencers who I believe are promoting or glorifying obesity, they're not 100% open with what's going on in their life as far as like medical issues, which it's none of our business, right? But your entire life is on the internet. So like if you are sharing your lifestyle and you are claiming, oh, look at me, I'm fat, I'm obese, I'm totally fine. It's not completely unhealthy to be fat and obese, etc., right? I think that that's weird. I think there's a bunch of gray area. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share some reels that I've held for you folks and we can just kind of chit chat in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that these people are promoting or glorifying obesity? I think the other thing too is that maybe they're not necessarily glorifying or promoting obesity, normalizing obesity. Let's normalize it. That's what I think that these folks are doing. They are normalizing obesity and I don't want it to be normalized. I want it to be
fixed.
I don't want to see kids with fatty liver disease. I want to see adults live longer than 60 years old. I want type 2 diabetes to be eradicated. I don't want people to get type 2 diabetes anymore. It's mostly preventable. Okay, so one of the arguments a lot of these folks are going to say is that I'm not glorifying or normalizing obesity. I am just existing. They're just existing.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
They're so revoltingly fat.
A lot of the people that I'm going to show you, they like to claim that they're not glorifying obesity, that they're just existing. And then they go, "What? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and just glorify obesity with me, or let's promote obesity with me." So like they say that this doesn't exist. They're claiming that nobody is promoting obesity, but then they're out here going off and promoting obesity. So, okay. So again, this is one of those things. I'm just living my life. This person is called Miss Wiggles online. I've done an episode on her. I'll post it up here. It turned it into, it kind of turned into like a fashion, like me judging her fashion choices. But this is Miss Giggles' profile. She has 131,000 followers. Again, I've done a video on her. She's mostly fat fashion, but she is one of those girlies who likes to claim she's just existing. I 100% believe that she is promoting obesity just by some of the stuff that she posts. It's a lot of very sexy stuff, right? You should know about me before you follow. Let's take a look here and see what it says. Things you should know about me before you hit the follow button. I've apparently gained 2,000 followers and lost 1,000 followers, so that means that you only gained 1,000 followers. It felt like the right time to reintroduce myself just to make sure that you are following the right kind of influencer for you. Okay, so let's read. I say the word fat often, loudly, and on purpose. Not plump, not fluffy, not BBW. Who says plump or fluffy? Unless you are fluffy. It's fat, plus size, or curvy, and sometimes curvy, just so the algorithm behaves, okay? So this, would you say that this is somebody who is promoting obesity? This is a promotion of obesity, correct? I agree. Thank you. I love fashion. I wear whatever I want in a fat-phobic world. My style is armor. It's how I'm seen. It's how my body gets celebrated. It's hidden, not hated. Okay. Can we agree that, like, if you're gonna be a fashion girly, why are you putting text over your outfit? I mean, I know that this isn't really about her outfit, but like we've seen it a lot. We've seen it a lot. Let me know in the comments if you've seen it and you're like,
I'm tired of it. Let's vote this out of Congress, basically.
But yeah, don't put text over your body if you're like trying to show off your body or like trying to show off your outfit. That's what I'm getting at. I'm direct as hell. Sometimes it reads as abrasive. It's not. It's assertive. She is super abrasive. This is not assertive. What is this right here, you guys? Right? This is not assertive. This is abrasive. She's super abrasive. I was actually a little nervous to post anything about her, but I also, one thing about being an influencer, like she's an influencer, so you kind of just have to brush things off. So if she ever did get wind of anything I would have posted, like I'm sure she would have never even said anything. I doubt it. I'm literally nobody. I'm literally like a tiny creator. So thank God for that. I don't know. Thank God for that. Okay. Also, I'm from the Northeast, New Jersey specifically. So adjust expectations accordingly, okay? So you're a member of the Sopranos, okay?
I think it's time for you to start to seriously consider salad, you fat
I'm in pandashrexia recovery and have been for 10 years. I relapsed before. I still struggle. Depression plus OCD don't help. Recovery isn't linear, but I'm still here. I need to see pictures. Why are they all in pandashrexia recovery? I just don't. It's so hard. It's so hard to believe, but you know, that's just me being mean. This page began as a place to help with my recovery and became, I need to do another episode on her just so I can go, I have enough time to like scroll all the way back and see what we were dealing with back then. I will never discuss weight loss on my page. Okay, we'll see it. We'll wait. Because everybody in the fat acceptance community is getting obesity. Not everybody, but like, or obesity, Ozempic. Not everybody, but I'm pretty sure if they paid her enough, she may. Plus, I mean, when you're that large, there's nothing healthy about that. She may be healthy now. Well, she did say that she has a chronically ill. She's chronically ill, so she may have like an invisible disease like I do, Hashimoto's and PCOS. But I mean, being obese like that, it runs into you. You're gonna run into problems. You're almost destined to run into problems. Okay, I'm pro-choice. I'm pro-women's rights. I'm not just a feminist. I'm a loud, proud feminist. If that bothers you, this corner, okay, good for you. Period. Proud Latina with a unique background. I live my multicultural life. My father came here as an asylum seeker from Guatemala. My stepfather is Taiwanese. Oh, that's kind of cool. And came here when he was 6, and my siblings are half Taiwanese. Yes, I spent my childhood summers in Guatemala, and yes, I went to Chinese school. That's kind of cool. Please give me all your conchas, tamales. Oh, you guys know what conchas are? I kind of hate them. They're like a sweet, like bread almost. Some people would call them they're like a pastry. They remind me of like a pastry cake cookie, sort of. But they look like shells, concha. and I don't like the way they smell. My husband loves them, but we grew up in Tucson, which is an hour away from the border. And when we first moved to Florida, we live like pretty close to an orange plant, and when they recycle the orange peels, they do it to make feed for the cows in the area. It smells like conchas. So for like the longest time, it's usually like right at the end of winter they'll do it, and it smells so sweet. And for the longest time I kind of hated the way that it smelled, but now it smells like home, so I like the way that it smells. But I do still hate conchas. Yes, I'm currently in love with a cis man. No, that does not make me less queer. My partner's gender and or sexuality doesn't define my own. That's very true. Let's stop by erasure, you guys. I'm an annoying public chaotic bisexual. My hype hot. Other than that, no type. Yes, I've dated everyone. That's exciting. She, her, all right. She says she's not a I just accidentally like that. I'm not a full-time influencer, which means I don't have much to lose. This page is real loud, political, stylish. Okay. She claims it's a lot of political, but most of the stuff is style and fat acceptance. Look at this. Diva, you're going to be fine. Wake up early time, eat breakfast, eggs, toast, maybe beans. Maybe avocado, but a fresh pressed juice awaits me. I'm slow to get ready, yada, yada, yada. Okay, we're not going to read that. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Would you say that this person is promoting an obese lifestyle? They may not be promoting obesity. Would you say that this person is promoting a lifestyle of being fat? It even says on here, you think I wanted to be a fat influencer? Would you think that this is a person who is promoting obesity, or are they just existing? Let me know in the comments. Next. All right. So this person is called Mars Straker. Let's see if there's music. There's a little bit of music. All right. Miscellaneous Far East movement. Okay. Celebrate obesity with me. I'm going to turn the music off. So she is a very large woman. Oh, I actually got sent this to me. I think I got this sent to me from Angelica and Alex. Unless it's the same. Oh no, it's this lady. Okay. It's this lady. It wasn't this video, but it could be, because I just remember the dog in the background. All right. So this gal, she is promoting obesity. Let's take a look here. Celebrate obesity with me. So if you're unfamiliar, a lot of the people in the fat acceptance movement, they actually have claimed that they don't like the term obesity because it medicalizes their lifestyle or like their state of being.
Obese is a medicalized term, and it's the way that they are able to push all of these weight loss medications. It's a way for them to make a ton of fucking money.
They don't think that obesity is an unhealthy lifestyle, I guess. They believe that the word obesity is a slur.
So let me finish and then you can rebut.
It's a slur.
You can use bigger bodied. You can use obese. I'm just telling you it's considered a slur now. So it's your choice how you want to use your language.
Which is
Stupid.
but this girl has reclaimed it and is using obesity in a positive light, which I would not, because I think that obesity is super dangerous. But let's see what she has to say. All right, so she's just existing in this fat body. Listen, this is actually an outfit that I would wear. I would love to wear a shirt like that. I like the skinny jeans, and I love a pair of Vans. That said, I have super wide feet. I'm not going to show you my feet. Not for free. But I have super wide feet. I've never been able to wear a pair of slip-on Vans. I've never been able to wear one. I don't know how she is. It's not fair. I would love to own a pair of slip-on Vans, but I mean, you know what though? I haven't tried again since the last time I tried and was ashamed. So maybe I could. Maybe I could, because I have lost a shoe size since losing most of the weight. I went from a size 9 to now I'm like a size 8/8.5, depending on the shoe brand. But yeah, this is actually an outfit that I don't mind. And I've said this before, I don't care if you live in a fat body. I think that crop tops anybody can exist in, because I think that they add a line to your bodies. So they add like depth. I don't know if that's the right word. They add like a little bit of like this looks good on her, this because it splits her waist. Like it's almost like adding a belt, but the belt is your midriff. Some people might not like that. Some people might think that that's grotesque. I don't care. I really don't care about seeing skin, unless you're wearing like something that's gonna like fall off if you fart, like a little string bikini, and you're wearing nothing but that, you know, let's be modest, at least a little tiny bit of modesty, right? But this is showing off her waist if she has one. Okay. This is kind of scary. I mean, I'm not trying to just make fun of her body. She is, yes, she's promoting obesity, but there's other things to say besides somebody's physical appearance. So we're just talking about the outfit. Do I think that this pair of jeans looks great on somebody that has such a large undercarriage like that? I don't know. I think skinny jeans are cool. But I am a millennial. Again, this is an outfit that I would wear, but it would look completely different on me than on her. I am wearing a crop top today, but I'm not going to wear this to work because I'm a professional. Oh my gosh. So this is how she promotes obesity. She walks her dog. She shows off her fat body. She's driving. So she's trying to get off the
oh my god, it was.
Oh, she did have music. Okay, she didn't just have music. Okay.
Like a blizzard. Happy Sunday, everybody. I thought today would be a great day to celebrate obesity, and I thought, why not throw her a party? First off, we have to do, of course, a fit check, and I chose these tight clothes specifically to show off my obesity in all of her glory. Next, I took
Again, I don't think it looks bad, but maybe I'm too nice.
my dog out to take a big ol'
It's a very cute dog.
shardy shard on all you fat phobic haters out there. I don't know if there is any better way to celebrate obesity than with a McDonald's breakfast sandwich. Oh my.
You should love yourself. Like, you should love yourself. I honestly think that people, when they do this, they're like, oh, I know she's clearly joking, like, let's glorify obesity, let's whatever, and they go and they reach for McDonald's. That means that you subconsciously know that McDonald's is unhealthy, right? Would you guys also get that assumption out of that? Like, if you obviously know that McDonald's isn't the best choice, but here you are grabbing it as a joke, but you know.
God, it was so freaking good. I did proceed to move my body in the name of obesity and have a little dance party. Don't worry, I made sure to not take the last couple bites out of the sandwich because I will have a heart attack tomorrow and die. Next,
it's almost like she has to move in a certain way because her belly is so large. Like, I don't know how that's comfortable. It must not be comfortable. She almost has to move it around like she's pregnant, but she's not. She's pregnant with obesity.
I thought it appropriate to light a candle and make a big fat wish for all of you fat phobic.
Can you see why this is in the Copium den? Like, these are just people wanting to feel better about themselves, and they're doing bad things. Like, I don't think that this is not good content. This is not healthy. This is not good for our society. This is not good for the country. I know maybe a lot of y'all don't care about that, but I mean, this is absolutely promoting obesity. Let's check out their page. All right, so this person is called Mars Straker. Not a lot of followers, only about 6,000 or so. Well, just looking at their page, would you claim that this person is promoting obesity? Let's take a look here. Would you claim that this person is a obesity promoter, an obesity glorifier? I mean, we've seen it in this one. This was the video I was sent. When they say you let go of yourself, oh, we've got some insulin resistant in the armpit. Was society's shit expectations? Okay, so when they say that you let go of yourself and all you let go of was society's shit expectations, okay? Insulin resistance.
Tomato, I'm throwing tomatoes.
All right. So in this one, she's using Alicia McCarville's audio. So let's listen.
You're promoting obesity. No! I didn't say get fat. I didn't say it was fun to be fat. In fact, you all make it fucking miserable. What I said was, you deserve to live your life while you're fat, too.
So I do agree with that. You deserve to live your life as a fat person. If you can travel, you can travel as a fat person. We're not saying don't do that. What people are saying is promoting obesity is, and you can see it a lot on Alicia's stuff. She is, maybe she's not doing it on purpose, or maybe she just has a different definition of what somebody would believe is promoting obesity. What Alicia likes to do is show off, hey, I live in this fat body and look how good I've got it, right? Look how good I've got it. I've got this hot husband, yada, yada, yada. Is that promoting obesity? Let me know in the comments. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, am I just being a hater? I don't want to just be a hater, but I do, for some reason, my heart of hearts tells me if you are an influencer and you are on a fucking CPAP and you live in a fat body and you are trying your hardest to stay in this fat acceptance community, because she's clearly fat acceptance. I think that if you're an influencer and you are fat acceptance, you are interim, you are by default promoting obesity. I'm sorry. Am I wrong? Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, you guys. I don't want to be a jerk. I really don't. I really, really don't want to be a jerk. But by default, I feel like if you are an influencer, you've got like close to 1 million followers. Let's see how many she has. Hold on a second. Yeah. Alicia McCarville has 1.6 million followers. If you have that many followers and you live in a super fat body and you show off your hot husband and you have a CPAP and you're not doing anything to get to a healthy body size and you're completely denying that obesity is unhealthy, by default, I feel like that is promoting obesity. Am I right or am I wrong, you guys? Let me know if I'm wrong. I don't want to be a jerk. I'm willing to be open-minded here. Like, just let me know. Okay? Okay. But yes, let's get back to Mars Straker here. Do we believe that she is promoting obesity, you guys? Again, she's brought it up a couple of times. Her page is fat acceptance coded, but at the same time, it's very, very BBW coded. I've always been so scared to do a black smoky eye look, and I did pretty good for the first time. Let's take a look here. Almost as if she is creating content for the gaze of a particular person who likes to do things to women that involve giving them food until they burst, basically. And by burst, I mean no longer be alive. Oh, okay. But yeah, do you agree? I would say that this person is a promoter of obesity. They are not just existing. Would you agree? Let me know in the comments. Okay, up next, we've got Kelly Mary McAllister. Oh my God, that makes me think of Superstar. Mary Catherine Gallagher.
Mary Catherine.
I slipped. Mary Catherine Gallagher.
The casual cruelty of existing in a fat body is one thing. It sucks, but I can shake it off since the systemic shit that really gets under my skin, the medical gaslighting, the policies that make healthy choices more expensive. I'm going to go ahead and cut you off there. More expensive where? I mean, you can get frozen vegetables that last longer, that will actually cost less over time than going and buying McDonald's every day. I'm sorry. And besides, people are like, well, you can get the dollar menu at McDonald's. Are you only getting the dollar menu? You're not. You see a value menu thing like the meals, right? Then I'll get a number 6 because it comes with a French fry and a drink, and you think that you're spending less money than just like a value menu. No, how about this? How about you just drink water at home and you don't need fries and you just get your sandwiches and see if you're still hungry. I don't know. That's how I order. I don't like to order like an entire meal when I do go to McDonald's, which is once in a blue moon, never ever, barely anymore. But we have Cokes here, but we don't, we're mostly water people, okay? That said, people like to claim that like these other foods are more affordable than like frozen vegetables or like fresh foods or whole foods, which I know on paper it looks that way, but if you add up everything, like first of all, you're buying all these cheap like processed foods, they're not filling you up like Whole Foods would. You may switch to Whole Foods and be less hungry and eat less often. And whereas if you buy these processed foods, sometimes I could probably like scarf down like 5 Hot Pockets in one sitting. You know what I mean? And then the other thing too is like when you switch to, a lot of people, when they switch to Whole Foods, like they start to feel better and see results. Even if they're really not trying to lose weight, they start to feel better and see results so quickly. And they go to the doctor less than somebody who is eating a very, very highly processed diet. And the doctor bills add up, you guys. Don't forget that, like, just because it's cheaper when you buy it at the grocery store doesn't mean that it's making your life any more affordable. You are going to the doctor more often, and that it costs money, especially if you live in the United States. We do not have free healthcare. So the medical gaslighting, the policies that make healthy choices more expensive. Okay, what are the policies that made those healthy choices more expensive? I feel like you forget that, like, big sugar and processed food companies like Coca-Cola hire a lot of lobbyists to, like, make sure that we don't put taxes on sodas and shit like that. You forget that, like, there is such a huge fight for processed food to stay cheap, and it's because they hire people to lobby in Washington to make sure that what they're doing, like any of their marketing or any of the taxes imposed on them, is not impeded at all. They are working so hard to make their stuff so much more affordable than healthy food, because they know that if they get you, if they know their customers, they know that their customer will pick a cheaper option, and then they know that their food, we all know that a lot of fast food or a lot of, like, processed food has been engineered in a lab to be more addictive. So they know that if they keep it cheap, you'll buy a lot of it because their food is addictive, and they're gonna and they want fat people. They want fat people. Okay. Policies that make healthy choices more expensive and then blame us for choosing cheaper choices. The view that to be fat is simply to be a failed thin person. So I wrote this piece to house all my impotent frustrations. Thank you. Okay. Slam poetry, guys. Let's listen.
Ready? Your mom is so fat. No, see, this is where you say, how fat is she? You know how it goes. I'm going to start again. Your mom is so fat. When she went to the circus, she had to wear the tent.
You didn't write that. You did not write that.
See, this one feels personal because I've been under my fair share of big tops. We've all seen it. The plus-size silhouette. As if we're swaddled in fabric and use the whole roll, we can disguise that we have rolls, but the designs feel old. It's all that's sold. There's only 1 or 2 mannequins in the mall with my mold, and they're all turning out the same shitty cold shoulders. My fat ass doesn't want fast fashion, but I can't afford bespoke. It's fat fashion that's the real joke. And speaking of, let me try another. Your mom is so fat, she spells food desert as a dessert. See, that one's funny because it's a desert. A place without access to food, not just in quantity.
Okay, I'll plug in the food desert percentages. A lot of these fat folks like to claim obesity, like this huge reason why people are so obese in this country is due to food deserts, where over 70% of people in the United States are obese, and I think like only 6 to 12% of Americans live in a food desert. So, like, what do you mean?
Are you driving from the city to the food desert just to get fat?
Quantity, but also quality. When 1 in 4 Canadian families are struggling with food insecurity.
Sorry, I don't know. Let me look up the Canadian one then. What's the percentage of Canadians that are obese, and how many of them live in a food desert?
And 1 in 3 identify with obesity. That's a joke too, right? How can less access to food cause us to outgrow our box? Because it's not a joke, it's a paradox. When the only food you have access to is ultra-processed rot, full of sugar, vegetables costing more and more, and who's got time to cook her? When women without a degree are 2.2 times more likely to be fat like me, there is a link between size and Western poverty. We need less preaching, more policy. But I guess it's easier just to make fun of me. So let's do another. Your mom is so fat when she went to the doctor with a broken wrist, they told her to walk it off. That one's funny because it's true.
No, it's not. No, it's not. If you literally had a broken wrist, 100%, unless you, no, that did not happen. That did not happen.
You know, fat people are less likely to be screened for some cancers.
This is actually true. I experienced medical weight bias from a doctor when I was having cancer symptoms, and I was told to lose weight after bleeding for like having a long, like months long period. I was told to do vigorous aerobic exercise because I was living in an obese body. I was losing weight actively at that time because I'm a ketogenic baby. girl. But anyway, when that happened, what did I do? Did I just give up? Did I just go, you're right, I should lose weight? I was already losing weight. But did I just give up and just be like, yeah, okay, let me just try that? No, I went and got a second opinion. If you feel like you are being a victim of medical weight bias and that there is something in your heart of hearts wrong with you, you need to get a second opinion.
Do you know what that leads to? The answer: less fat people. We're more likely to die of them. 40% of treatment providers indicated negative attitudes about people in higher weight bodies. They see us as non-compliant patients. They spend less time with us overall. They show us less patience. They tend to attribute every complaint to our weight, no matter how faint the correlation. Lump in your breast? Diet. Pain in your ovaries? Diet. Uncontrollable sneezing? Diet, and bless you. Now
I just don't believe, I think, obviously this is poetry, so maybe this person is being a little bit more colorful with their language and like their stories and stuff like that. But I don't believe that. I feel like especially in 2026, a lot of doctors are even fat, right? I don't believe that everybody is being brushed off. Although I admitted that I have experienced it, it's still a rare thing. I've never, that was the one and only time I've ever experienced it. I'm 35 years old. I just don't think that maybe I'm too thin to experience that. Maybe I'm too dainty.
Time for one last joke, and I think it's the best one yet. Your mom is so fat she couldn't even die with dignity. See, studies show an increased risk of suicide amongst young adults in higher weight. It seems something is making us sad, and I do wonder what that could be.
Is it a higher thing about, is it because of their weight, or is it because so many of Americans are already fat? Like 72% of Americans, well, I don't know the percentage. Let's look up the percentage of Canadians. Obesity percentage Canada. I almost said Canada. 64%. 64% of Canadians are obese. So could it be that it's just everybody attempting is already obese? Oh God, why am I laughing? I'm such a terrible person.
But at the same time, you're less likely to be successful. Another study shows that you're less likely to die by suicide if you also have obesity. And on the off chance you are successful, it's going to cost extra to cremate.
Wait, you're less likely to be successful, you're less likely to die from it, but you're most likely to do it? I think that's a population thing. I think that is literally because most of the population is fat. Because you're fat, a lot of stuff isn't, like, you need more of whatever, right? It's going to cost extra to cremate you. The thing is, they're still gonna do it. Did you know that? Did you know that they have to? And they can't just keep your body away from your family. They have to. At least I know that in the United States they have to. They cannot keep your body away from your family. They cannot keep cremains away from family members. That's a crime against humanity, I believe. I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know. I don't have the time to look it up right now. I'll probably post it later. But they kind of have to. You may just get your family member in like a FedEx box. That's it. Not in like a nice urn.
You. Even in death, we are charged an indignity fee. So I guess it's a good thing when you're...
An indignity fee? I don't believe that. They charge by the weight regardless, but I just don't believe...
Mom jumped off the roof. She bounced. Are you laughing yet?
Okay. All right, this person says, glorifying obesity, let free your wild. Repeat after me, existing in a fat body, photographs, video, art, etc. is not glorifying obesity. It is if you are promoting a lifestyle that shares or implies that living in an obese body is 100% healthy or there's nothing wrong with it because living in an obese body is unhealthy. Not saying that everybody has to work on themselves, but you've got to be honest, I guess, right? We've got to be honest. Doing things like this is promoting obesity to me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. When we live our entire lives being sold one body type is better than all the rest, it creates a false narrative that anything that doesn't fit the mold is wrong. It makes us uncomfortable to see anyone who doesn't have the perfect body choosing to live unapologetically in their lives. People will feign concern for person's health, but ultimately that's not what they're upset about. It is, though. It is what we're upset about. What we're upset about is that people, especially young people, not like young like kids or anything like that, but like young impressionable people watch or follow influencers like this. Is this person an influencer? Let free your wild. People follow influencers like this, they may, well, they're not a super large influencer. People who are easily influenced, people who are may look at this and be like, and choose this. This is an easier path. This is an easier path than just living a normal, healthy lifestyle, right? Because food is so easily accessible. We live in less walkable cities. It's kind of work to maintain a healthy body. And I know some people may not believe that, but as a fat, it is. Especially if you lived your entire life basically living with like food addiction and fringe beating and etc., right? So you see food is so easily accessible. You see shitty food is more affordable. You want to reach for those foods. You want to reach for these comfort foods all the time. You live a sedentary lifestyle. Somebody who's impressionable may look at this and be like, you know what? You're right. It is okay to be fat. And I don't have to change anything about that. And apparently this person's showing me that nothing is wrong with that. And, you know, because they're not sharing the fact that like obesity causes a multitude of issues with somebody's body. You're going to get excess adipose tissue is basically an organ, is hormonally active. It leads to type 2 diabetes, which can lead to other things, kidney issues, liver issues, fatty liver, heart disease, you know. They're all interconnected and intertwined. I didn't mean to say that obesity or type 2 diabetes causes all that stuff, but they, you know, they work together. They can, you know. When you are living in an obese body, you're highly susceptible to getting a lot of other comorbidities, okay? Aren't you glorifying obesity by posting your fat body online and talking shit about diet culture? La, da, 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 da. No, me posting content of myself just existing is not glorifying anything. So again, you are not just existing, right? Even posting something like this, I believe, is a way to help. If you're not glorifying, you are normalizing obesity, and that I have a problem with. Maybe this is what the name of the cope should be. I'm not glorifying or normalizing obesity. I am just existing. Yeah. Diet culture is toxic. You know what else is toxic? Living in a morbidly obese body, because that fat is basically like killing you slowly. I'm so sorry to say that. And people are like, but you need fat to live. Yes, you need fat on your body. I'm not saying that everybody needs to go down to 0% body fat. That's insane. But the excess, man, it's causing issues for a lot of people. You know, millennials are having such a hard time getting pregnant. You know, cancer rates in millennials right now are skyrocketed because, and they want to blame other things, but I'm telling y'all, I think it's an obesity thing. I do. I think a lot of I've had a cancer scare. A lot of people in this generation are running into some very, very serious health problems. And I have to tell you, we had gushers, we had fruit by the foot, we had all the dyes and the sugars in our cereals. We were told to eat cereal every day. We still had breakfast at school. Like, we had some problems, you guys. We really, really did. We really did. All right, this is one of my least favorite, and she needs her own show too. Like, she needs to have her own like episode with me, and maybe I will do that soon. But here's another thing. Where in the hell do these people get off saying that they're not trying to promote obesity when we have a top 40 obesity influencer list of 2026? Like, what do you mean you're not promoting obesity? Like, where? What do you mean?
I have an announcement to make.
So if you're not familiar, you haven't been watching my show, I'll try to plug in the video, but they posted a video crying in a doctor's office parking lot because they had to get their uterus removed because they've been struggling with a beating recorder and they were misdiagnosed and now they're fat. I don't know, but mainly I am 100% sure that this person lost their uterus or is about to because they lived in an obese body for way too long and didn't get treated for some kind of a cancer, which almost happened to me. But again, like I said, I know it's not, not everything like this is available for everybody, but like if somebody is giving you a shit at the doctor's office, get a second opinion. Get a second opinion. Your life is is worth more?
It is 2026, and I have officially been ranked one of the top 40
I want to know what number she was.
obesity influencers. No, but for real, it's 2026. Let's stop pathologizing
Virgie Tovar was number 16, I think.
an entire group of people simply based on their body size. If you actually want to follow me for some fat.
Let's stop pathologizing a group of people based off of their body size. I am so sorry, but it is basically banana bonkers cuckoo bananas to believe that living in an obese body is perfectly healthy. It's insanity. It's insanity. If you think that living in a morbidly obese body, like, look at this person. I'm sorry. Look at these people. Look at these people. They are huge. If you're going to sit here and tell me that it's okay and completely 100% healthy to live in a fat body like that, then we just don't live in the same reality. We don't live in the same dimension, and we don't live on the same planet.
Content, come on over. I'd love to have you in my little corner of the internet. And together, let's work to stop oppressing an entire group of people simply based on sex.
Oppressing where? You have your own list of people. Where's the oppression? Where is the oppression? If you in the comment section know where fat people are being oppressed, and I don't mean like treated differently, right? Some people look at fat people and go like, I'm not going to go sit by them. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like, I'm not meaning that. I'm meaning like oppressed. Sorry, you can't shop here because you're fat as hell. That's oppression, right? Or sorry, you're not able to vote today because you're fat. Tell me where any of this is happening to these fat people. Where are they being oppressed? Okay, I can understand medical weight bias. I've witnessed it. I've experienced it. I can understand it hurting to not be able to go on a ride or fly on a plane because you're super fat. That is not the same as oppression. That is you've outgrown your fish tank. And I use the fish tank analogy quite often. Is it an analogy? I use the fish tank example quite a bit. So like, we're like goldfish, right? We're given one planet, one earth, right? And we're like little fish. And sometimes fish can outgrow their aquariums. And then you get them another aquarium to live in and have a happy life. Well, we don't have any more aquariums to give these people. We've already created super gigantic beds for fucking fat people. We've already created, we've already expanded the earth, and I think we're at our limit, and I don't think that we should, and it wouldn't be safe for anybody if we just kept going. So that's where I'm at.
Guys, I have...
All right, so I need to do an entire episode on this person too. Their name is Bear Post. I've posted them in one of my videos before. Their number one thing is I'm more than my body, right? They are an artist. I think they may be like a teacher or something like that. Clearly they have a lot of art on the wall. But they like to say, I'm more than my body. I'm also this. I'm also XYZ. There's more to me than just my body. And literally their entire page is just them showing off their fat body and promoting obesity. I won't even ask you if I think that this person is promoting obesity. I 100% know that this person is promoting obesity. This person loves to be fat and show off their fat body and say that this is 100% sexy, great, fine, whatever, right? Let's read this. Promote obesity with me. It's got music. Because apparently simply loving my body at any size is bad. And I can't just exist and post cute outfits without promoting my size. The thing is she doesn't just post cute outfits. Bear Post. This person they don't just post cute outfits. They post an outfit which sure happens to be cute. They have a very cute body, especially for somebody who's living in an obese body. They have been blessed with the right curves and everything kind of filling in the right spots. They don't just post, here's my outfit. I got this from H&M. I got this from the thrift store. They post their outfits and they go, look at this belly. This belly has driven me from X to Y. And I got married, this fat belly. And I'm more than just, this is healing. This is my body healing. It's not just fashion. They don't just post fashion. It's literally indoctrination or some kind of propaganda to make people believe hey, living in an obese body is actually kind of a beautiful thing. Because they are pretty poetic. You know what I mean? People want me to hide away until I'm their version of an influencer. No, you are cute. You just are saying stupid stuff. Like, you are a cute person. You have a great sense of style. Like, I'm not going to lie. This person, you know, if they weren't so sold on like, hey, I'm fat and that's cool and healthy and completely fine, you know, I would be okay with them, I think. Maybe. But what bothers me is like what bothers me is the whole I'm more than my body, and then it's like, here's my body, I'm fat. You know, it's annoying and it's very insecure. I think this is one of the most insecure influencers I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's because literally they believe that they are, I don't know, I think it's one of those moments where it's like, they feel like they're being oppressed. Then you look at their comment section, everybody is loving on them. They're like, I'm more than my body. I'm more than, you know, I don't have to be skinny to be loved. And it's like, you are like actually doing the influencer thing pretty well. Like, people really do like you. You are first of all, you're cute. Second of all, you write well. I mean, I don't know. She does influencing correctly. It's the story behind it. Like, she's acting like she's this oppressed demographic, and she's not. First of all, she appears to be white. Second of all, she is a small fat. I wouldn't even say that she's morbidly obese. I would say like she is obese, you know, she's very heavy. And she's pretty. I don't know. It bothers me because it feels like one of those women, and you guys know what I'm talking about. It feels like one of those women that like to insert themselves into movements just so they have some kind of sense of belonging. So I feel like this person kind of ate themselves into a movement because, one, they like to eat, but two, now they've got a community and they're creating false, these situations that don't exist for them. I don't believe. See, she says people want me to hide away until I'm their version of an influencer. Literally nobody. There's not a lot of comments on this. Like, literally nobody is saying that. No, I don't care. You could literally stop spouting off all of this fat acceptance bullshit, and I'd be like, cool. She's like so sick. Like, she's got cool fashion. Her art is really cool. But because she's doing this, I'm like, stop. I'd rather pose my body happy and healthy and show you that it's normal to exist loudly at any size. I'd rather pose my body, but then she's like, I'm more than my body. Let me show you. Let me just show you. So it says, life is so sweet when you stop prioritize being skinny over being happy. All right, but I'd rather pose my body happy and healthy and show healthy. No, I doubt it. I 100% doubt it, and I rebuke it in the name of the Lord. Okay, so anyway, what did you guys think? Do you think am I nitpicking? Am I being rude? Am I just being a bully? Or are these people actually promoting obesity and hiding it under the guise of, I'm just existing? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you think I'm wrong, let me know if I'm wrong and I'll see if I can correct it. But I absolutely believe that they are promoting obesity, and I won't let them get away with it. All right, everybody. Hope you had a great time. If you made it all the way to the end, please leave me a pizza in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great week. Goodbye. Here we go. I'd be hot. You'd be hot if you lost weight. I am hot. Okay. Shit.
I was just like, well, standing next to you, anybody's skinny. And she was overweight. She was a woman who was overweight, and I just got sick of it. So I was
What's
like,
the right weight? So when you say overweight, over what weight?
I love you.